Hi guys, how's it going? Good morning. I have wet hair. I just got out of the shower. But while I was in the shower, I was thinking a lot about judgment, and I just wanted to chat about that today a little bit. In moments of duress and hardship, I think we all become really quick to judge other people's actions and how they're feeling and, the timeline in which they're processing it and, everything else under the sun. And I'm guilty of it because I am inherently, I have been a little bit of a judgmental person, not on a massive scale, but certainly on a smaller scale. And it's something that I have been acutely aware of my entire life and something I actively work on every single day to not practice judgment. But I just wanted to talk about how important it is to be kind to others at all times, but especially right now. At all times, for sure, but right now. I keep going back to this statement about there's no right way to feel right now. So it's okay if you're angry, and it's okay if you're super positive, and it's okay if you're sad, and it's okay if you're overcome with grief or if you're stressed out. Every feeling that you're feeling is totally normal and okay because we're living through something that is not normal. It's something that we haven't ever had to deal with before. And so we're grieving the loss of, you know, touch and love with so many people that we care about. And we're grieving the loss of normal life as we know it. And we're grieving the loss of everything that we've ever known right now. And to be trapped at home and, you know, in this space where your love and hugs are now a weapon is really tough to swallow. Um, and there's just so many changes going on. I can speak, you know, directly to how challenging it is to having a young child at home. We just finished spring break and we had a trip planned to Maui where we were going to take Olive. And unfortunately, those plans got changed. And then we had, a almost 6 year old girl stuck inside for the most part. And we are doing everything that we can to ensure she's able to stay active and go outside. But it's tough, it's tough on everyone. It's tough on the kids. These little kids, like, their whole routine has been rattled. They don't see their friends as much. They're having to do virtual play dates. They're not able to go skiing. They're not able to go play outside as much. So it's a big adjustment and it's tough for parents, especially parents that are trying to work from home. How you are able to take calls and write emails and have serious, work conversations while a little kid or multiple little kids are around, man, it's a lot. And these parents may also be dealing with the stress or anxiety that comes from not having any work. So, for all you small business owners or freelancers or entrepreneurs, you might be stressed about how you're going to pay, rent next month or how you're going to get groceries next month. So, man, it's just a hard time. And for a lot of people, they're spending more time with their partners than they ever have. Our situation is a little bit unique, and that Steve and I spend most of the day with each other every day, so it's not any different. But for people who are, used to getting up and hustling to work and being at work all day and then coming home and making dinner and then kind of relaxing for an hour and going to bed, that's a big change. It's a big adjustment. And for the people who work from home, you may not have your space anymore. So, gosh, there's just so many changes to be aware of. And it's really easy to judge other people when you're scared or you're feeling vulnerable or you're feeling unsettled. And so I just hope that we can remember that kindness is the most important thing that we can be giving to each other right now, and love, kindness and love. And, the space that we all need to process and processing time is going to look different, and coping mechanisms are going to look different from you or your partner or your child or your friend or whoever it is. So let's just remember that, the best way we can support each other is to hold space for where we're all at, because there's no right way to feel. Um, and I hope that you guys can practice empathy as much as I've been trying to. There's some people that have a hard time getting their mindset to a place of empathy. And I always like to think of empathy as putting yourself in someone else's shoes, even though you've never been there, and really trying to understand how that must feel for somebody else. Because when you have empathy for somebody, your judgment changes a lot. And if you start asking yourself if the person that you're judging or you're having a conflict or a challenge with is really doing the best that they can, if you really sit down and you say, okay, is this person really doing the best that they can? And the answer is probably always yes. Your judgment shifts a lot, and you look at it with a little bit different perspective, and you say, okay, they're really doing the best that they can. And now I can offer them this instead of my judgment. So I hope that maybe that resonates with some of you today. Maybe not, but either way, it's great to be able to share how I'm feeling. And for anyone that's listening, thanks for coming by. Have a great day.